Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Trails of Cold Steel 2. Today we, I guess, are roaming around school and seeing what we need to do. It looks like there's one quest marker. Oh, we can't go in the town. That makes sense. We should definitely go talk to all of our party members. I'm probably going to talk to the students off screen and then we'll go talk to our party members. Because I'm assuming, unless there's something interesting to say, I'm assuming the dialogue's going to be like, hey, back to school, glad nothing nothing too drastic has happened. This is Rosine, right? Hi, Rosine. How's it going? Yeah, I mean, that's good advice. Try not to get too consumed with it. But yeah, I will go around. If there's anything interesting, I'll tell you, or I'll pop in. Well, Elliot's right here, so I guess we could show that off. You know, about the flea market tomorrow, right? No. Well, the Wind Orchestra is going to be performing on the auditorium stage in the afternoon for a little background music. It's just one fun thing after another at Thor's, isn't it? But why do you want to leave so quickly, Elliot? Hi, Milliam. Where do you think tomorrow's the last free day of the year? I'm going to have to go exploring. I better start drawing a map and planning out the day. Now, I don't want to waste a single hour. How do you not have a map of this place already? I've only got one last day to explore. I'm going to make sure I see everything there is to see around here. Starting with the cool stand flea market that they're doing in the auditorium. I wonder if that's going to be an actual thing we get to go to. I'm assuming Guys isn't here, right? Yeah, hi Guys. I wasn't able to figure out why painting felt so empty to me this past month. Well, not until you came back. All of a sudden that emptiness is completely gone. Clearly I like your company. Clara always says the painting reflect the heart of their artists. It looks like she was absolutely right. You want to have a bonding event, guys? Painting really do deflect the heart of the artist. Claire definitely knows her stuff. But if I can only paint when you're around, I'm in for a rough time. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, hey, Makarov. You do know how tough it is to do these special lessons for you kids. Got more than enough on my hands with just one set of lessons, but you guys just have to have your own, didn't you? I'm sure it's a ton of work. I really can't thank you enough for doing all this for us. Whatever. Yeah, my current workload's a headache, but I'm sure it'll be upgraded to a migraine when next year rolls around. Due to no small part to that damn building over there. What building? What building? It's one that's supposed to house Valimar and all those soldats. Oh, sweet. The Imperial Army asked the Academy to build it, didn't they? Yeah, asked. It isn't really the right word, though. It's not the first time. They made us take those combat shells, too. They even made me help with it since I worked on that Tachi. Just finished up a few days before you came back from Crossbell. I didn't know that. They haven't given us any soldats to put in there yet, but it's probably just a matter of time. I bet they're gonna be common on the battlefields as tanks soon enough. Good. Yeah, it's kind of scary to think how much has changed in Erebonia already since the end of the war. And this is probably only the beginning. Well, that's life. Nothing stays the same forever. Just don't spend so much time worrying about the future that you forgot about what's happening in your life right now. Basically, don't freak out about the future of Erebonia when you've got your own shit to deal with. Like next week's test. I'll be sure to study extra hard for this one. Maybe I should drop by that building and pay Valimar a visit later too. Okay. So they're building like a hangar at the school. Oh, they're probably going to teach the military students how to pilot soldats. That makes actual sense. For a second there, I'm like, why aren't they building those on, like, I don't know, an army base or something? They got to train soldiers how to do it. Hence why they're at the academy for it. Oh, hi, Thomas. Why, hello, Rean. How goes your studying? I'd be more than happy to help if you're having a sort of trouble. Thanks for the offer, but I think I'll be alright. I've got Macias and Emma support system keeping me on the ball. If that offer extends to next year, though, I'll be sure to take you up on it then. Oh, by all means. Nothing in this world makes me happier than lending a hand to students in need. But can you believe the academic year is so close to its end? I'd just love to see it off with a big old party, wouldn't you? I think you're on something. What is this? Flowers? It's a potted plant grown by Fee. Gives off a gentle, calming aroma. Didn't we give this to... It was at the end of last year, like during the event. Didn't we give this to them? Well, you've been back for 3 whole days now. Have people finally stopped pounding you with questions? Sounds like you had a moment's peace at first. Well, everyone knew where I'd been. The whole country knows. Well, with the Chronicle running those stories about me. I can't blame them for being curious. It's one of those things you'll probably just have to get used to, at least as long as you're a hero in the public eye. So we should become the anti-hero. Don't think about it too much. Just be sure to make good use of it tomorrow, both for yourself and those who no longer can. Thanks, I will. So yeah, the flea market. I guess this is the big party. Alright, time to get back to work. I want to get all this boring stuff done so I can hit the town tomorrow. And get drunk. I probably should get in touch with Toval and Miles to check on a few things too. Sure. Hello, Van Dyke. If it isn't Rean Swarzer, allow me to give you belated congratulations on your incredible work over in Crossbell. Though it does break my heart that such a heavy burden should fall to a student such as yourself. Don't feel bad, sir. I was the one who chose to accept the Crossbellian government's request, after all. Besides, it wouldn't do me any good to run away from this. The role I've been given is difficult, but I'll see it through to the end. I ended up meeting some interesting people over there, too. I have no regrets. And I shall only say one more thing. I'm sure your days ahead will be full of hardships. Be sure not to lose sight of yourself as you face them. That is all the advice I can give you. Thank you, sir. Dots. General Van Dyke was my superior back when I was in the army. As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. Is something wrong, Swarzer? No, sir. I just like looking at your face. I wouldn't be surprised if Principal Van Dyke knew something, but now's not the time to start asking. About the whole him being your father thing? Maybe. You need to talk to Claire, though. I feel so bad for her. Like, she said she didn't know, and maybe that's a lie. But clearly, like, she does care about our well-being, and we just kind of turned our back on her and walked away. It's just that, I don't know. I mean, I don't blame Rean either, but you should talk it out. Eustace. I owe nearly as much to the riding club this year as I do to your class. My time at Thor's wouldn't have nearly been as interesting if I hadn't joined. I consider myself lucky to have done so. I'm happy to hear that. Still, Rean, from what I understand, my brother owes you a lot for what you've done during your stay in Crossbell. I wouldn't say that. While I was there, I saw the extent of his political skill over and over again, and well, I feel like I only now know just how much he's capable of. In both good ways and bad ways, I'm assuming. I thought I knew him just as like I thought I knew my father, but in the end, they were both strangers to me. Sorry, Eustace. Well, enough about me. Just wish he could have seen his duty as one of the Academy's directed through to the end of the year, that's all. Oh, so he's not on the board of the directors anymore? Also, Paul is going to be the next riding captain. I feel like... I don't know. So it's like only most of the... all Class 7 except Rean that's trying to graduate quickly. That's kind of weird. I don't know, this margarita. I was going to talk to Fee before I... Oh, fishing!
Oh.
We're going to fish. We don't need the fish. I'm a max fisher, baby. But at the same time, we got to get the fish. Give me the best fish you can get. That is not the best. That is nothing. That is a tiny-ass fish. Hi, Fee. The new seeds I planted have finally started to sprout. It'll be a while before we get to see any flowers, though. I was hoping to actually have a chance to raise these ones myself, but it wasn't meant to be. Aw, Fee. I'm assuming Laura's in the... yeah, swimnasium. That's not what it's called, Chronos. Sure? Because it's a swimming place and a gymnasium, so it's a swimnasium. Hey, Alan, you get your ass kicked? No, not yet, huh? I mean, yeah, I guess. Does that mean I'm gonna have side quests tomorrow? What is it with you and how my family... That's true. So, Alan, you didn't get your ass kicked? Oh, you're going toe-to-toe with him. Well, that's good for you. How about you? Huh. Yeah, so... oh, Loggins is gonna join you. Ah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. That's an old reference. There's Laura and Monica. Hello, Laura. Then let our race begin. Expect nothing short of your best. Of course! Okay, you guys just gonna swim? I mean, fair enough. Alright, let's head into, well, I guess the hangar.
Oh.
Hey there, Rean.
Looks like someone's done with class for the day.
Yeah? Okay, everyone? Yeah?
Yep, just got out. Wait, is that?
Yep, Angie's brand new bike.
Ah, neat.
We
Like the
started
bull.
building it for you, but then we had a change of heart.
Rude.
I just couldn't tear you away from your current ride after you'd grown so attached.
It does have Toa painted all over it.
Now I feel bad, considering I pretty much did just that to you. Your new one's got a pretty cool design, though.
Don't get too jealous. The specs are pretty much the same as yours. Well, before Angie tunes it up and adds her custom gear for distance riding, that is.
But distance riding would mean... You're planning on going off on some big journey, aren't you?
Jealous!
10 points to Rean. I just felt like it was time for me to go out and see the world for myself. My martial arts teacher did the same thing once, so I'm sure it'll be a valuable experience for me. The plan for now is to travel through the entirety of Zemuria.
That's not a very specific plan, and a pretty sizable journey.
You can say that again. I have no idea where she finds the energy.
Oh, really now? Your plan to visit the continent's most famous engineering factories is pretty much exactly the same thing.
You really think so?
I take it you'll be leaving Erebonia for a while too, George?
I mean, to be fair, if I was them, I'd probably want to get the hell out of here as well.
Seems that way. First stop's Liberl and ZCF.
I'd probably just stay there.
After that, I got my heart set on a trip to the Epstein Foundation over in Le Mans State. While I'm at it, I think it'd be nice to pay a visit to the Verne Company in Calvert, too.
Will you even be able to get into Calvert at this point?
Hey, I didn't say it'd be easy, but I think I can pull some strings.
Or slip in there.
The real reason for this trip is to figure out what I can do as an engineer to help smooth over our international relations.
At this point, nothing.
Meeting the continent's finest engineers and discussing things with them should really help get the ball rolling on that.
You've thought that far ahead. That's really admirable. I hope you can find a way to make that happen. Even though I feel kind of hypocritical saying that, as someone who participated in the war.
Don't beat yourself up over it, Rean.
You have nothing to be ashamed of. That was your only option, given the way the Chancellor set things up. Your actions actually helped us avoid an even longer, more brutal war.
But...
Angie's right. You played a role that no one else could have. Just think. If things kept going the way they were going, we could have been at war with all of Crossbell. I don't even want to imagine the number of lives that would have been lost if you hadn't stepped in the way you did.
I'm sure it's gonna head that way, though. I can't imagine the people in Crossball are just gonna sit idly by. There's always gonna be resistance scores.
Of course, us telling you whether or not you should feel guilty doesn't matter. It all comes down to you facing your own feelings over what you did. But there's one thing we'd like you to remember as you do. You're not alone, Rean. You've got friends who understand why you did what you did.
Sometimes I wonder how I was lucky enough to get such good ones. Thanks, you guys. This really helps.
Don't mention it. On a completely different note, why don't you pay Valimar a visit while you're here?
I mean, that's what I was gonna do.
You spared no expense making sure he'd be nice and cozy in there.
You got a big bed for him?
I think I will. But not to discredit your coziness efforts or anything, but he seems fine no matter where I leave him.
Well, aren't you a sweet chevalier? Maybe I'll check in on him in a bit, too.
What? Oh, wait, okay, so wait. Are you after every girl on the continent and Valimar? Like, what the hell was that? It's just the way she said that. I was like, what are we going at with here? Oh, that's hilarious. All right, let's go talk to Valimar, I guess. Make your way to the hangar? Sure. Night Soldat Storage Unit. This is not a bed. And it looks like it's only big enough for one
Hey, Valimar. How you holding up?
unit.
Relatively comfortably.
Really?
My ability to self-repair means that maintenance is not mandatory, but I expect it will increase my operating efficiency.
Glad to hear it. This is going to be our new home base for the time being, so you can get in as much maintenance as you need. I'm gonna need you a lot in the days ahead, Valimar.
Can I get that shoulder-mounted cannon on you?
I will strive to meet your expectations.
What was that?
Something wrong?
Not as such. I thought I sensed something unusual, but it must have been my imagination.
You really are getting to be scarily human these days, you know? What was it you sensed, though? A person?
I am unsure. It may have simply been a fluctuation in the earth veins below us. Similar fluctuations are hardly abnormal.
Well, if you don't think it's anything worth worrying about, I'll try and put it out of my mind.
Okay, so we should be worrying about
If you
it?
sense anything strange in the future, though, let me know, okay? You can tell me... telepathically was the word, right?
Indeed. I shall use it to inform you should I sense anything is amiss.
Okay, so at most, there's only room for one thing in here. I mean, I know they're still making it, but Jesus. Maybe this is just a room inside the building somewhere? And not actually the whole building? I guess? I don't know. Is there anything, like, shiny? I don't know. Any Zemarian fragment ores or shards, what the hell they're called? That I missed? Through the final dungeon? This paint job should actually get me in trouble with the school principal. I don't know. It's like, Rean, you can't just do that. Like, she keeps reporting you. So all of our other classmates should be in here. Hi, Lisa. Tomorrow's going to be Emily and Trista's final days as a member of the lacrosse club, which means it's only one of the last days we'll really get to spend with them. We better make the most of it. Hee hee. Okay, you guys really don't say that much interesting stuff other than, you know, Gaius' confession of love for me. Apparently they had a new issue for Imperial Chronicle. Huh, this is where the Occult Research Society room was. I can't see any sign of Beryl either. Maybe the club's been closed? I didn't see her around school either. Maybe she never existed to begin with. Hi. Sitting in the club room as the sun sets, reading and writing with Dorothy. I really love times like these. I hardly realized just how much until recently, truth be told. It's kind of sad to think that come next month, this will be but a memory. And that's sad. Also, the lack of music is completely jarring. So I guess visiting Valimar was like, okay, no more music for you, dog. It's just been quiet. Just me and my own footsteps. I talked to Macius's chessmate because I kind of thought like he would have something else to say. But Macius said something before, so I think, yeah, we missed some of his conversation. It wasn't really missed. He wasn't really saying anything that important. It's kind of actually weird. Most of the characters don't really have anything important to say. Maybe that's just realistic, right? It's been a couple months since the war ended. Rean just got back 3 days ago. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's go and talk to Toa. No, maybe we shouldn't do that. Yeah, let's walk away. Why not, Chronos? Well, because we actually haven't been to the library yet, and there might be people there. There wasn't anything really important there. So let's go and knock on Toa's door. I'm not sure we'll automatically advance, but I'm figuring it will. Huh, there's definitely someone in there, but there's no response. Oh, I know. Excuse me, I'm coming in. Oh, she's asleep? Yeah.
Yep, I knew it. No wonder she fell asleep. She must have been really busy getting everything sorted out for the spring. Makes me remember finding her like this over in the computer room. Oh, right. I probably shouldn't look too much or she'll get mad when she wakes up.
Angie, George, Crow.
I wasn't looking.
Rean?
I wasn't looking, I swear.
What are you doing in my room?
This is not your room. Good question, though, I guess.
This is the student council room. I must have fallen asleep.
Sorry for coming in without permission. I did knock, though.
And I was probably gonna wake you up and not look at you. Maybe.
Don't worry about it. It's my fault for dozing off like this. Why do you always have to keep finding me like that? I hope you weren't looking at me while I was sleeping again.
What a weird thing to say.
I did try to look as little as possible.
Well, if you say so.
I guess it could be embarrassing. I don't know.
Is something the matter? You're not looking too well.
No, I'm fine. Maybe the light streaming in through the window is making me look off color? I feel fine, really.
Oh, she's pissed.
Come with me.
What's this all about?
I think she's about to scold your
I
ass.
know that you're a boy and all. And I do think that you've grown a lot during your year here.
What?
No, I probably shouldn't even call you a boy anymore. You're a grown man now.
Also debatable.
But that doesn't mean you always have to stand and endure everything life throws your way. Okay? If it gets too much, it's alright to sit down and let it all out. Whether you're a boy or a grown man doesn't change that. It's okay, Rean.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I promised I'd bring him back. I promised I'd make him graduate with you, but I couldn't do it.
It's okay. You did everything you could. You made sure he knew how we all felt. And you let all of us know how he really felt too. So, don't get so worked up about it.
Wow, this is a very emotional scene that I wasn't expecting, to be quite honest.
I'm sorry. I didn't want anyone to see me like that.
Well, I guess we're even then. Not like I jump for joy every time you catch me sleeping.
Have you finished getting everything ready for the next student council now, by the way?
Also, why don't you just sleep on the couch? You have couches.
Yep, my days of being president are almost done. The first years taking over are really smart, though. I barely had to teach a thing in the end.
Still, it must have been hard work getting through it all. You're going on a tour of various NGOs after graduation, right?
Yep. The plan's to take a year to visit NGOs in lots of different fields. Politics, economics, engineering, medicine. After that, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'll probably join either the army or something related to the government, I suppose.
Become a ship captain, maybe?
Well, I'm pretty sure they'd both love to have you. There's no chance either one would say no to you. Especially since taking a year off hasn't made them any less determined to recruit you. After all you did with commanding the courageous, it's no wonder you're so in demand.
I don't know. I don't think I did anything special, really. Still, I feel like it'd be best in the long run for me to see the world from a variety of different perspectives.
Yeah, that's smart.
I don't know what path I'll choose, but I want to step onto it with a firm decision on how things should be. I think that's the best thing I can do for this country's future. Maybe I'm being a little overdramatic there, though.
Not at all. After how much you've done for this academy, I can only imagine how much you could do for this country. Just try not to overwork yourself, okay? We're with you all the way, but we will always worry, you know?
Thanks. Anyway, all this means is that I'm only going to be serving as student council president until the end of tomorrow.
So that's one more day to give me side quests.
After that, I'll be just like any other student until graduation day, so that's how you're going to have to treat me.
But how will you ever survive the rest of your school days without all that extra paperwork? All kidding aside, it's going to be lonely not seeing you at that desk every time I swing by, or missing out on the extra free day work. Maybe I could ask Prince Oliver to get me a President Toa plush doll for when I feel down.
Do
I
it!
mentioned Captain Toa once.
I'm sure you'll be just fine. You'll probably be busy enough as a second year without student council stuff. I mean, I think it's sweet that you'll miss me that much, but...
Do they make Toa plush dolls?
I'm sure I'll be really busy too, but knowing I was helping you out meant it never felt tiring for me. Still, if you aren't that opposed to the plush idea, Maybe I really will ask him, even if it won't beat the real thing.
Anyway, moving off plushies, what was it that made you come here? I mean, I'm happy you did, but...
Oh, I'd completely forgotten too. I just came to ask if there was anything I could do to help tomorrow, seeing as it's another free day.
But you've only just come back. And besides, tomorrow's your...
That's all the more reason I want to spend tomorrow's free day the same way I spent all of the others. It wouldn't feel like our final free day is Class 7 if it were any different.
Well, if you say so.
I mean, you should probably just take a day off, dog.
Okay. I do have a few things in mind, so I'll just drop them into your mailbox in the dorm like I always do. And thanks for offering.
I mean, we could just take a day off. Are you really gonna give me side quests? Rean. Hey guys, didn't expect to run into you. Yeah, crazy coincidence, huh? It's like we all kind of waited until you like started walking home. Are you heading back to the dormitory too? Yeah, that's the idea. Why don't we all head back together then? Sure. I don't buy this is a coincidence. You guys waited for my ass. Dots. It's nice seeing the flowers as they start to bloom, even though they look like chunks of flesh. Yeah, I know you said earlier they'd be in full bloom in a week, but I'm thinking it'll be close to the end of the month, personally. Just in time for the welcome ceremony. The new students will be able to begin their academic lives here, surrounded by the lino flowers, just as we did. How wonderful. You all know each other since your first day here, right? That's right, nobody else started partway through the year like you did. But back then, I never could have imagined we'd get along like this. This well. We got off to kind of a rocky start. You're telling me. Especially Machias and Eustace. For what it's worth, I do regret the way I behaved back then. It's not exactly something I'm terribly proud of. Oh, think nothing of it. Immaturity makes fools of even the best of us at times. Thanks, hey, hold on! What's with the expression? You weren't exactly standing on the moral high ground either. I wouldn't have had much of a reason to behave that way if I did, if you didn't keep looking down your nose at me. Did you just not hear me say the best of us? It was hell on all of us at the time, but it's all just a fond memory now. I suppose the same could be said about your and Rean's little incident at the start of the year, couldn't it? You just had to bring that up, didn't you? I should have seen this coming. Oh, little incidents are my favorite! Tell me! Well... Don't you dare! She's the last person who needs to know! Surprised she already doesn't know. Our first day really was full of surprises. Yeah, I can't imagine too many teachers welcoming their students by dropping them through a hole in the ground. Even without having to fight a gargoyle on the way out, that's a pretty memorable start of the school year. That gargoyle proved to be quite their opponent, too. I'll say, when we finally managed to pull together and defeat it, she just casually drops in like nothing happened. It's like she was lying in wait the whole time, watching and waiting for her chance to strike. That's exactly what she was doing. Still, as exhausting and unusual as it was, that's how our class began. Pretty sure it's burned in all our memories at this point. How could it not be? I have no doubts about that. Even so, I'm sure it's one of the memories that I'll cherish decades into the future. Ah, now you got me all jealous! Now it's my turn to do something crazy and make some super memorable memories too! Don't you dare. I try to imagine what she's thinking when she says something crazy. Freaking Lammy bursts through the school. On a hopefully unrelated note, what are we gonna do for dinner tonight? I'd only plan on getting something out of the Carishes, but what is that? The cafe? pretty sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, but if anyone had any better ideas, I think maybe a good idea to make something for ourselves. If we divide up the work between us, I'm sure our meal would have quite a bit of variety to it. That does sound nice. My cooking skills were in danger of getting rusty. You don't have any. No objections here. Well, unless anyone has what they need already, I think it's time to split up. We've probably got a lot to buy, so...
That won't be necessary.
Hi, Sharon!
Huh?
Sharon?
What reason could you possibly have for being here?
Hopefully cooking.
The chairman gave me her permission to return to my former position as your dormitory's caretaker.
For like a day?
Which means I am here to serve you all once more.
Cool.
There may only be a short time left until the end of the year, but I'll make sure you want for nothing during it. I've already started preparing your evening meal, so there's no need to go out and buy anything.
Oh, well, how about that?
I'm fine with this.
We will gladly accept your offer.
Sharon's cooking's better than whatever grub we could rustle up together anyway.
How do you manage to get permission from Mother in the first place, though? Weren't you helping to rebuild the Reinford group? I thought the company was getting so many orders in, it was struggling to keep up. Now that Master Gwyn has returned to the company, everything is back.
Oh, the old man went back?
He and the chairman have been speeding through one task after another since he got back. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So the former and current chairman make quite a team, I see.
Boy, I'm starving. Wouldn't mind a drink either. With the weather getting warmer, it's just about time for peak beer season.
You drink year-round.
Huh? What are you guys all gathered out here for?
Who's your favorite person?
You here? It's a pleasure to see you too, Lady Sarah. I brought a bountiful supply of smoked oysters and sardines if you'd like a snack to accompany your beer. Would you like them alongside your dinner?
Damn it. Yes.
I'm surprised she can just walk around in public like this. You know, considering her affiliation.
I'm guessing there's some sort of agreement in place between Reinford and the government to leave her alone.
Pretty sure if they tried to stop her, she would just leave.
Though, even if there weren't, I can't imagine anything would be able to stop Sharon from doing what she wants.
Exactly. So how long is this epilogue?
Whew. I think I might have eaten too much. It's been so long since we last had Sharon's cooking. She hasn't lost her touch. None of it feels heavy on my stomach at all. Well, that's all my work done for the day. Maybe I should go see how everyone else is doing.
I guess? You explore Class 7's dorms on the night before each free day. Beware, however, the story will progress should you return to the Rean's room. Why are you giving me the tutorial hints from the first freaking... first time we had a free day?
I think I'll stay away from it for now. I feel more like going around and talking to everyone.
Okay. Well, let's go downstairs first and we'll work our way up. Oh, there's Celine.
Oh, there you are. You look bored, Celine.
Is this all gonna be voiced?
I guess I am. My work's done at this point. I feel like I aged a few decades as soon as the war came to an end.
Come on now.
Feels a bit strange to be saying it after the fact, but you fought pretty well over in Crossbell. You've really mastered piloting Valimar.
I'd like to think so anyway. I feel like I could pull off just about anything with him now.
Can you sense how I was fighting from all the way over
To
here?
think
You weren't
I
with
couldn't
me.
do half as much with him when I was
Right?
first starting out.
You do realize you just admitted you were totally useless, right? I wonder if you're gonna be okay without us, you know? Valimar must have drawn the short straw to end up with a budding awakener like you.
Thanks for worrying about me all the time, Celine.
Excuse me, what makes makes you think I was worried about you?
Just about everything. From what I can tell, you've always worried about me. Back in the beginning, when I didn't know anything about piloting, you were always there to guide me through our battles. I doubt I would have ever come this far if you didn't have my back. So, thank you.
Why do you always have to be like this?
What, considerate? You want some fresh milk?
There are parts of the legends passed down in the clan that not even Emma and I know about. But just bear this one thing in mind. Divine Knights have incredible power, and they can become devils just as easily as they can become gods.
It's all about how you use it. I mean, I get it.
Don't worry, I know. And I won't forget.
We're gonna burn this entire country down.
Anyone in my position needs to know the difference between right and wrong. I'm well aware of that.
That's fine then. Anyway, good luck, I guess. If you really need it, I can always come and help out.
Can you bring Emma? Huh. That'd be cool. If everything's voiced, that's pretty cool. Sharon, do you want to stay with me at school?
Oh, good evening, Master Rean. I thought you had already retired for the evening. How would you like for me to put together some supper?
For the next year?
I
Fantastic.
appreciate the offer, but I think I've eaten more than I should have as it is. Your cooking really is delicious, Sharon. I was starting to miss it after not having it for so long.
It was my pleasure to cook for all of you again, so I pulled out all the stops with this one. Seeing all of you happily indulging my handiwork always makes every second of preparation worth it. Is something the matter, Master
We're
Rean?
dotting.
Oh, I was just thinking about how you haven't changed a bit. I'm not sure it's my place to ask, but is everything all right over at Ouroboros? I can't help but wonder after how things turned out. Vita seems really shocked.
I'm afraid I haven't a clue. No word of what's been happening in the society has reached my ears since then. I have no idea where the second Anguis is now, nor do I know what happened regarding the Phantasmal Blaze plan after the Chancellor declared he was taking it over. And quite frankly, none of it is my concern. The answers won't change who I am, and it won't suddenly cause me to shift priorities.
That's
I
good.
am and always will be a proud maid of the Reinford family. Not because of the freedom we enforcers are granted, but because that is simply who I am. Much like how you being the Ashen Chevalier doesn't change how you are also a proud member of Class 7.
Well, proud.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure you have a splendid, bright future ahead of you. It's almost time for me to return to Ruhr. But should you ever need me again, I will gladly rush to your side.
Oh, don't give me that option.
Thank you, Sharon. I'm glad you can stay here for a while longer.
And for maybe like the next year that I'm here. Because that'd be fantastic. Alright, I guess that's it for down here. Let's go up and see what everyone else is doing. So this is the boys' floor, right? I guess we could have just skipped it all, but it'd be kind of a waste, I guess. Hi, Machias.
Hey, Machias. Working hard or
Hardly working.
I'll stop you right there. Of course I'm hard at work. Just look at the size of this book.
Liar.
If I can't internalize as much of it as possible while I'm here, I'm doomed to failure from the start.
I bet that's one of Emma and Dorothy's smut magazines.
And this is one of your new textbooks? Man, Heimdallr's political academies don't mess around, do they?
Are you going to a political academy next?
You'll be the youngest person there, right?
Most likely. I'd normally need to have graduated from Thor's with a bit more experience under my belt to have gotten in. There are a few Thor's grads there already, though. They take some every year. And as you might imagine, the recent political upheaval has the place swarming with applicants this year. The entrance exam was hard enough on its own, but that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Can't say I envy you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get into that environment.
Still, I know you're going to be just fine. You're so smart that you can handle any subject they throw at you. Growing up with your dad should give you a leg up on the politics, too.
Yeah, no pressure there. Honestly, there are times when I think diving into things head first like this is a giant mistake.
You think?
What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just... I know we're probably going to both be really busy with our own lives come spring, but let's make time to have lunch together once in a while or something. Okay? Studying is all well and good, but even I need a change of pace every now and again.
I think that can be arranged. The train from here to Heimdallr only takes a half hour. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't hang out sometimes.
Oh, really? Really? Can I remind you of how you didn't hang out with your sister, of all people, for what, a half a year last year or something like that? It was like months? It's rude, Rean.
Then it's a date.
Alright, so apparently we're dating Machias now. Go us. Hi, Elliot.
Hey, Elliot. Taking care of your violin?
Or is it taking care of you?
Yeah, it's taken care of me over the past
my
year.
God!
So why not return the favor? I'm actually planning on giving a few of them to the academy before I go.
Okay.
Just to make sure next year's first years have something to practice with.
Isn't that kind of the school's responsibility?
That's really generous, and sure to make a lot of people happy.
Aren't these worth a lot?
And you'll finally be heading off to a music academy, just like you always wanted. I bet they'll push you pretty hard over there, too.
I don't doubt it. I'm going to need to be all music all the time if I want to stand a chance at keeping up. Though, to be honest, after all the time I've spent here, I don't really want my life to be completely about music.
Dog, your music can destroy enemies or completely heal a party. You're good.
I love it, obviously, but to be a balanced person, I want to have a bit more variety in my life, like I had here at the academy. For one thing, I don't want to get too rusty with my orbital staff.
Good to hear. I hope everything works out for you.
Thanks. Me too.
What? The answer's no.
No, it's nothing. Either way, Heimdallr and Trista are really close, so don't be a stranger, okay? I know you're gonna have tons of work to get through between your classes and your missions, but...
Don't worry, I'll make time. I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to see each other. There's still a ton of Heimdallr I haven't seen, too. You'll have to show me around next time I make it over there.
You bet.
What, are you all going to Heimdallr? That'll make reconvening easier. Whose room is this? Oh, Gaius. Are you painting me?
Are you finishing up your painting, Gaius?
Yeah, this is my last one.
If you're actually painting me, I might actually have to take like a break or something.
I want to make sure I'm completely satisfied with it before declaring it finished.
That's understandable. You're going to keep painting once you're back at home, though, right?
Like, oh god, no, I actually hate painting.
Well, I don't know how much time I'll have to set aside for it, but I intend to keep working on it. There's growing reason for concern in Calvert to the east of the Highlands. But all in all, things are more peaceful now than they were. I should be able to focus on painting my magnum opus.
It's gonna be about me, isn't it?
Oh, is it going to be of Nord? If anyone can make a masterpiece of the Highlands, it'd be you.
It's gonna be me.
That wouldn't be such a bad idea. But actually, I was intending to paint a picture of the Academy, its students, and the courageous.
Well, when you say it's students, you mean me.
You mean...
Now you're getting it. I want to capture the day we liberated the Academy. And once I've finished it, I fully intend to return to Erebonia with it in hand. What better way to forever memorialize this place as my second homeland?
Man, you really are amazing. Well, if you ever need reference materials, you know who to call. I can get pictures of anything you might need and send them over.
How about you call Rex then?
I know you're talented, but that's a lot
That's
to paint
mostly
off
pictures
of
of
just your
girls.
memory.
I'd appreciate that.
Alright, so at least you're not going to Heimdallr. So I guess probably catching up with you is going to be a little bit rougher, huh? Because Nord's a few hours away, isn't it, by train? And this would be Eustace's room, right? Eustace, stop looking at the next door neighbors.
Something
Rude.
on your mind, Eustace?
For the first time in a long time, no. I'm just taking a short break. Looking over an endless sea of documents can be rather tiring on the eyes.
I would have no idea. That is a lot of documents.
Are those the tax reports you mentioned?
Oh, God, you're doing taxes? That's the worst!
Ordinarily, this would be my father's work, but His Majesty has yet to decide his fate.
Execution.
Rufus hasn't so much as glanced in Berea Hard's direction since he took his new job in Crossbell either. As such, the task falls to me.
Man, I knew everyone in our class had it pretty rough right now. You've got it roughest, no contest.
If my ego had its way, I would boast that filling in for my father is a simple and mundane task. But on top of the paperwork, I'll need to manage the provincial army and oversee the province as a whole. Then there's the matter of keeping the most stubborn of the nobility in check. I don't expect the first 6 months to be pleasant.
Yeah, fear goes a long way, though.
The fact that you're already thinking 6 months ahead is pretty impressive as it is. Standing in for Duke Alperea like that must take some real confidence. I know you'll manage, though.
That much is obvious.
What is it?
It's nothing. In the days to come, more people will be relying on
Why
you
does
than
everyone
ever
keep
before.
doing that? Like, everyone's just been like, at some point in the conversation, just like, ... What's wrong? Nothing!
But no matter who does so or what they ask, do not lose
Just
your
tell
pride
me.
as a noble. Act independently, your head held high. Maintain your pride and your autonomy, and I'm sure you'll be
I
fine.
thought that said anatomy for a second. I was like, what the hell do you think I'm doing?
Thanks. I promise I will.
I'll hold you to that.
Alright, up to the ladies. Is every one of them gonna do the same thing? It was like ... Nothing. Hey, Sarah, is this your room? Why are we lagging? Sarah, hi.
Something on your mind, instructor?
You could say that. I've been mulling over how things are going to be come next month, but all this soul searching's giving me a headache.
Well, it'll probably feel strange being back with the guild for the first time in 2 years.
You're not gonna be my teacher next year? Sarah!
I bet they'll be glad to have you back. Things are probably going to be rough over there, even with you taking up the bracer life again.
No doubts there. I can already see plenty of traveling abroad in my future after what happened over in Crossbow. And I imagine it'll keep getting harder and harder for us bracers to operate here, too. What's with that sad puppy look? There's no reason
I don't
want
wanna
to
lose
feel
you as a
ashamed of
teacher.
what you've chosen to do. I'm proud to have a student like you who can stand up and make the tough choices life thrusts on us.
Thanks, instructor. I'll try to just grin and bear it for now.
Attaboy. Sticking it out through the hard times with a smile will put you on the fast track to becoming a great man. Just make sure you don't try to shoulder too much. All that'll do is turn you into a jaded grump. Everything in moderation, okay?
Thanks.
She's telling you from experience.
I haven't joined the intelligence division, and I have no plans to. I'm gonna keep responding to their requests, but only if I'm comfortable doing what they're asking. And I can promise you, I'll never do anything that would put me in conflict with the guild or put innocents' lives at risk. I don't know what the future will bring for me, but that's the creed I want to stand by.
I know. Don't worry. No matter what happens, you'll always be my student. So go out there, live your life, and grow into such a heartthrob that I won't be able to take my eyes off you.
I thought I was already there.
Well, I'll try.
I mean, yeah, I'm young and I'm not an old man. That's usually your taste, but at the same time... Knock, knock, Milliam.
What's up, Milliam?
Oh, hey, Rean. It's nothing. I just feel kinda down.
Down?
Yeah. I was just thinking about how everyone was at dinner time. Sharon's food was really nice, and we all seemed like we were having a good time. But I don't know. It was weird, like we were all upset but didn't want to let it show. It's been bugging me.
Oh, so that's why. You really have grown so much these past few months. And not just mentally. I think you've gotten a little taller, too.
That's just a lie.
Maybe. About 2 rage or so? Judging by my specs, I'm not gonna get much taller than this, though. I'm Mini Milliam forever and ever. But you never know. Maybe I'll grow up to have boobies so big, I can use them as a shelf like Emma's.
I mean, okay. Knowing this type of game, maybe. Probably not. How the hell would you walk?
Something wrong?
Nah, not really. So, you've got a new mission starting next month, right?
Yep, I've gotta go see how things are over out west. Duke Cayenne's been arrested, but it sounds like things are still pretty nuts over there. Oh, but guess what? I might get to go out to Liberal and Remiferia soon.
What is it with you and blabbing classified information? Well, whatever. Just promise me you'll take care of yourself. And be sure to keep in touch. I'll always be right there when you need me, okay?
Righto, I promise. That goes double for you, mister. If you need me to bust you out of a jam, just say the word.
Use them as a shelf like Emma. God damn it. I don't think that'd be physically possible for someone your size. I don't know. Hi, Fee. Are those seeds?
Are those seeds you got there?
Yes, Rean, thank you. I just said that. Why do we keep repeating each other, Rean?
Adel gave them to me. They all came from the plants we grew in the gardening club. I'm just looking at what kinds there are here.
Really?
I see sunflower
That's really
seeds.
nice of her. It's kind of like you can take everything you've achieved over the past year with you.
Yeah. I wasn't even going to join a club until Adel found me relaxing and invited me. But I guess it wasn't so bad.
Head pat.
Don't you worry. I'll be sure to check on the gardening club every once in a while just to see how things are going. It would be a shame if all the plants you've spent so long looking after were to wither and die.
It doesn't matter. Even if they do, they'll eventually bloom again somewhere else.
Well, depends on the plant.
Kind of like us.
When you put it that way, I suppose you're right. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Why does everyone keep doing that?
This one and this one
Everyone
should be
keeps
okay
doing
too.
that. Rean, Fee gave Rean a handful of seeds.
What are these for?
Planting,
They're
silly.
the easiest ones to look after. You can try raising them if you want. Don't worry if they wilt or anything, though. When I've found the others from Zephyr, I'll come back and check if they're still blooming. If they are, you get a pat on the head.
Hey, I thought the head rubbing was my job, but I'll give it my best shot.
That sounds so wrong. But thank you for the seeds. I'll eat them. Probably shouldn't though. Alright, let's go check on Elisa. That shirt does not look like it would fit you.
Feeling sad about leaving the lacrosse club behind?
Yeah, I was really into it by the end. I think it'll make for some wonderful memories to look back fondly on in the years to come.
I can imagine. Does that mean you're not going to keep up with lacrosse in Ruhr?
Do they have a local lacrosse team?
I don't think I'll be able to. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any local teams I could join.
Just ask that.
And even if there were, I doubt I'd have the time for sports. Just thinking about how busy I'll be makes my head spin. No, scratch that. Being busy is all the more reason I need to make time for exercise.
Sure.
Yeah, good luck with that. Helping out with the Rhineford group sounds like a recipe for one all-nighter after another.
Not
Working
just
with
yet,
your mother
actually.
sounds like
I
a
won't be
recipe
helping
for
until
the
Grandfather shows
horrible
me
life
the ropes.
decision.
As I am now, I doubt I'll be able to do much at all in the way of rebuilding the company. But you can bet I'll leave Mother speechless with how much progress I've made in a year's time.
I'm sure you can if you put your mind to it. And I know Sharon will always be willing to help you out if you need her.
Or tease you.
She probably would, but then she'd just tell everything she did to Mother.
Elisa?
Let me guess. Nothing.
Don't worry about it. I was just thinking about how blessed I am. I've got a wonderful family, a great club I'm part of, all of you as my classmates.
Oh, right. It took me a long time to realize the same thing, too. We really are one and the same.
Yeah.
Don't cry. No crying.
Elisa?
It's nothing, honestly. I'm just feeling a bit emotional all of a sudden.
Okay, I'm gonna leave
I
then.
don't know what's gotten into me. Nothing's wrong, though. I promise.
Back out quickly, Rean.
But
Still, let's both make the most of our free day tomorrow.
By doing side quests, I
It's
guess.
the last one we'll ever have as a class. The last thing any of us want to do is end it with regrets.
So no side quests?
yeah, agreed. Let's make it a day to remember for both of us.
Seriously, that shirt does not look like it would fit anyone in... It might fit Milliam and Fee. That's about it, though. We got two more. Hi, Emma.
Emma? What are you doing?
She's writing, silly.
Oh, hi there, Rean. Well, Dorothy and I decided that we're gonna put together one final collection of stories as a club.
Oh, no.
Since then, I've been working on a story for the students who will join the club next year.
Oh, that sounds neat. Wait, if Dorothy's involved...
The content is totally appropriate for children of all ages, I assure you.
I highly doubt that.
Admittedly, Dorothy's own story sounds like it'll have a few of her favorite literary elements, but
Fetish.
all in moderation.
Let's call it
she
fetish.
assured.
Not that I'm one to judge. What kind of story are you writing?
It's supposed to be a fairy tale. I can't pretend it's 100% original, though. I borrowed some elements from a story I heard as a child.
Ah, plagiarism.
It's going to star a golden unicorn and a pure-hearted maiden. Or at least, that's the plan.
Sounds interesting. Can I give it a read when you're done?
Sounds generic. What do you mean sounds interesting?
I'll still be here next year, so if I see any first years who seem like they'd enjoy it, I'll recommend it to them.
I have to confess, I'm a little embarrassed to let anyone see it, but the whole point of a story is to be read.
Let me guess, nothing?
Something wrong?
No, not at all. I'm sure you and Valimar will be just fine without my help now. Still, if you do need anything, don't hesitate to get in touch. It may take some time to contact me, though. You'll need to use a method that isn't exactly conventional.
Are you guys giving back your Arcus units?
I could have guessed as much. I mean, I theoretically get how to use runes to communicate since you told me, but I have no idea how it actually works.
I'd be shocked if you did. It's pretty far removed from the orbital technology you're used to. It has its benefits, though. For one, you'll be able to reach me no matter where I might be. So don't ever hesitate to drop me a line if you need my assistance. I'd always be happy to hear from you.
All right. I'm sure I'll give you a ring. Or a rune, I guess.
Good one, Rean.
I hope you end up being able to find Vita, too.
Thank you.
Give you a rune. Maybe it just doesn't work, I don't know. Oh, well, I guess the Arcus units have a range, right? The hell? Oh. Are these the runes? Those are the runes. Hi, Laura. Are you looking in a mirror at a picture?
What are you looking at, Laura?
Oh, sorry, I didn't knock.
It's you, Rean. I'll show you.
Oh, you and Monica got a picture taken together? You both look so happy in it, too.
Monica looks ecstatic.
Someone in the photography club kindly offered to take it for us.
It was Rex.
I thought it would make a fine souvenir of my time at the academy to take.
He's gonna be selling this to like first years next year.
My mirrors on that being Rex. Oh well, it's a nice photo, and he got permission. For once. I never expected you and Monica would get so close. Between her and Fee, you kind of have a knack for becoming the best of friends with the ones you bump heads with first.
Please don't say that.
It's true, though.
I'm truly grateful to both of them for broadening my horizons. Meeting them enriched my life in ways I could have never pictured before. Truly, coming to this academy was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
I didn't realize we'd made such a big impact on you.
Well, you did. And don't mind me, I'm just feeling a little emotional. This isn't like me at all now, is it?
It's alright to get emotional, just don't start crying.
There's no harm in a few tears, I suppose. This will be my last time I can relax before my training, after all.
Back away, Rean. She's gonna start crying.
Yeah. You're not gonna get much rest in with the training you've got lined up.
I won't be learning the Arcade School's advanced techniques with training any less intense. I have no idea where we'll be conducting said training, but it will no doubt be as perilous as it will be dangerous.
I had to spend a month in the Isengard range as part of mine. I don't think a month's going to cut it with what you're doing, though. It goes way beyond your average techniques.
Indeed. I'm anticipating that it will take at least half a year, if not more. Father's going to be with me. But with things as difficult as they are, part of me feels guilty for taking up his time.
I mean, it's kind of his decision at the same time, right?
I don't know about that. I think him agreeing to train with you shows how much faith he has in your potential. Besides, in a lot of ways, this might be the best time to do it.
That is very true.
What's
nothing?
wrong?
Yeah, nothing?
Nothing at all.
Why do y'all keep doing that? What are y'all hiding?
Regardless, I'd love to come and visit you should the opportunity present itself. And if it does, I'd like to formally request a duel with you to test how much the two of us have grown.
She's gonna kick your ass, Rean.
We both know who's going to win that duel. But your invitation is all the motivation I need to get plenty of training in myself. Can't have you beating me too badly.
I hope you will.
Alright, so that's the last person to talk to. So I guess just going back to Rean's room now? But we'll do that next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, why don't you get my videos so I can check out some of the content, see if it's you're liking. Once again, thank you for watching. We all have a great day.